Today we're talking about sitting poses. That's kind of hard to say. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys a couple of tips in general when it comes to sitting poses for seniors, and then I'm going to demonstrate different poses that you can do with your own seniors. So let's go through the tips first. Number one, when you're location scouting, make sure you're looking for things for your seniors to sit on. Gone are the days of dragging a big chair out in the middle of a field. That's just too much work for me. So I'm always looking for things that are just natural elements in my environment, in my location. So curbs, stairs, steps, logs. I've even had them sit on a random pallet I found on a location. Whatever they can sit on, be sure that when you're looking for your locations, you're taking note of some things that they can sit on. Maybe even just a stump or a log, anything in nature. That will help you when it comes to sitting poses. Number two, take note of what your senior is wearing. If they're bringing a couple of different outfits, there may be an outfit that doesn't work quite as well for sitting as some of the other options. So if they wear something short, like a short tight skirt, that may not be the best one to use for some sitting poses. So just be sure to make them sit in the outfit that is most flattering when they sit and most comfortable to sit in. And then number three, when they're sitting, make sure that you are aware of anything and everything that might be showing. So keep their knees together, keep their hands in their lap a certain way to make sure that you are giving them the best option when it comes to sitting and not showing anything that doesn't need to be shown. So let's get started with some sitting poses. We're going to start on the stairs, which you can use on stairs or steps or wherever. So let's go. Okay, so we're going to start with sitting on stairs. I love to find stairs or steps in my locations because there's a great place for them to sit. One thing I like to do before I put them in their sitting position is I like to demonstrate it, and I like to give them a couple of different options when I'm demonstrating this for different hand placement or a little bit of a variation. That way, once they sit, they know all of the different variations and I can just get into my zone and shoot. I will remind them, hey, let's change it to the next thing I showed you, but that way I don't have to stop, show them one little variation, go back to shooting, stop again. I just do it all at once. So that's what I'm gonna do for you. So we're gonna sit on these stairs. Okay. So one thing I like to do is, if their legs are short like mine, they can put one up and one down. The reason for this is it has different angles, different levels, and then I have them sit just like this. I tell them a variation could be to change their hands so they could do this, they could do this, they could do this. All very slight changes in the same sitting position. Now, every now and then I'll get a senior who's super tall, almost always actually, and they won't necessarily be able to do this because their legs are super long, or maybe they have like really high heels, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. In that case, just put both of them on the same level. They can lean over like this, both hands down, one hand up on the neck, both hands like this, shoulder forward, shoulder back. Little slight movements, and we're talking about the same sitting position. Now, number two sitting position, usually on stairs, you can lean back like this. One leg up, one leg down. Again, we're talking about some triangles here with your shapes of your limbs. Arm up here. They can also do this. They can drop back and lean back against it like this. All, again, the same sitting position. They're just changing their hands to make variations to the same sitting pose. Now, lastly, twist at their waist, kind of on one hip right here. Lean their hands on the step above them, cross them over. A variation could be one up, one down. Maybe one up, one down like this. Switch them, put one in your hair, and you have a couple of different variations on a sitting pose. To look for on location as far as sitting poses is a wall or maybe some sort of dock or something where they can sit and have their feet dangle, because it's always fun to do a girly pose like this. I have them kick their legs, I have them shrug their shoulder forward, hands are beside them, and just have fun with it. Laugh, look down, look at the camera, and just laugh and have a good time. This makes a super cute photo that the parents will love. With a wall is you can have them hop down, sit on the ground. I always like to make sure they're okay sitting on the ground, so I ask them first, but have them lean back against the wall, one leg out, one leg up, one arm down, one arm across their knees, and then get a really super tight shot shooting down the wall with them leaning back, head against the wall. They can put a hand in their hair, just like that. What if I don't have an urban location? No stairs, no steps. Well, that's okay, because you can just sit in the ground. When you're on a nature type location, you might be a little more limited on what they can sit on. However, I've often found logs or stumps, but if all else fails, sit in the ground. So I usually have them do a couple of different things depending on what they're wearing, so make sure you're checking that. If they have on a dress or a skirt, it's always best to stick with legs to the side, hand in lap, and arm down. That's just gonna give you the best look for not showing anything and a super cute pose that moms will love. Now, if they're in a longer dress or pants or shorts, they can do something like this, where one leg is folded underneath, one is up, again, a triangle here, and then you're gonna give them a couple of variations. Hugging their knee, hand up in their hair, both hands out like this. Then you can also have them take their hand, put it behind their head, and push up their hair just a little bit for a little bit different look. And then lastly, you can have them lay in the ground, which is not technically sitting, but moms always love, and I know this is super traditional, but I always have them lay legs up, crossed in the back. Do not have them sit like this, because that will mush their hair, mush their face. But just kind of gently hold it like this, arm out like this, looking down, ha ha ha, laugh, 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 and you've got a super cute pose. Do on the ground is sit crisscross applesauce. I get that little phrase from when my kids were in preschool. Their teachers used to say that to get them to sit on the rug, and I say it to all my seniors and they seem to know exactly what I'm talking about, so let me show you that one. So they're just going to sit on the ground, cross their legs. You can have them just put their hands in their lap, lean forward a little bit and laugh. You can get a profile photo. You can even have them change their hands like this or just like this. So there's a couple of different ways that you can change up that pose just by having them sit crisscross applesauce, even if you want to do something cute like this. For them to sit on, you can always find a curb for them to sit on. So have them sit one leg under, one leg bent like this. So again, you have triangles formed with their limbs. Have them put both hands to the side and lean forward and smile. Have them drape an arm over the knee, one hand still down, smile. You can have them put their knees together and bend over like this with their arm, one arm down, one hand on their elbow, both hands down, looking off. Also, come to the side because it's super important that photographers move around. So it's not just about the pose, it's also about the angle in which you shoot the pose. So the same pose from the side could look completely different. So again, we're one leg folded underneath, one knee bent, one hand down on the curb, have this hand resting on their knee, hand in their hair, looking down, looking at the camera, hug their knee, both hands down. And you see how simple it is with those just few minor changes, and you've got a bunch of different variety within one seated position. Simple, easy poses for sitting help you when you're on a senior session. Just remember to look for places for your senior to sit when you're location scouting. Things like a step, stairs, a curb, a log, a stump, you name it, you can find something on location for them to sit on. And then remember to have them just change up their hand placement or make just a little small adjustment to their sitting position so that you can get the most out of that sitting position. So you can get the most variety out of one sitting pose. So just simply changing where their hand is or changing where their arms are will make all the difference in giving you variety. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified with all the new videos coming to this YouTube channel. And I would love to hear from you. So if these tips have helped you, or if you use any of these posing guides, then be sure to tag me. Post your final photo and let me know that you used this video to get that pose, and I will share that on Instagram. And if you have any questions about posing or sitting poses specifically or anything, just hit the comments below and let me know. Thanks for watching, guys.